Okay, everyone, just me, Jeff Donnelly, JP Donnelly8, jpdonnelly8.com, JP Donnelly8 Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, yeah. You know, I've got degrees in psychology, criminal justice, most of an art education / fine art degree. I'm a graduate of the Massachusetts Department of Youth Services Training Academy, Mass DYS, yeah. And I'm actually a victim of corruption in Massachusetts, so if you look at it, I should be pro Karen Read, but I just look at the evidence, plain and simple. Even though I do understand that there is widespread corruption in Massachusetts. Definitely widespread corruption. But the Karen Read case, I do believe that she's as guilty as they come, but hey, whatever. That's my opinion. Everyone has the right to have a different opinion if they want. So if you look at this, right? Look at the Karen Read case. It's concluded, but it hasn't concluded. Because the district attorney's office has said that they're going to retry her. For Karen Read supporters who think that they got a victory today, you didn't get a victory today. A victory would have been an acquittal. Would have her being found not guilty by the jury. And this is where, if you've watched the trial, and I've watched every day of the trial, I listened to every day of the trial from the get-go. And if you look at it, on retrial, Proctor will be an issue because of the statements that he made and text messages to his friends. But those text messages may actually be able to be removed from being able to be heard by the new jury. And the reason for this is they're personal text messages and they were not done in part of the investigation. So if those can be kicked out, which I think whoever is prosecuting this case should actually try to have those kicked out, because yeah, those really didn't look good. You know, even though we all know that that's stuff that in a situation like this we would have all talked about, plain and simple. So those right there, let's think that the district attorney's office is going to have those kicked out. The district attorney's office may actually try to bring in a witness who about dog bites, a professional, in order to disprove that. But now let's get to Karen Read's defense, though. The expert that they brought in to say that the Google search happened at like 5 something, 6 o'clock in the morning, and you know, like didn't happen at that time. You know, the expert that they brought in that said that Google search happened at like 2 o'clock in the morning, midnight, whatever it was. Well, the defense's expert, they really can't bring the guy in because he's already testified under oath that Cellbrite or whatever the hell it is had to redo everything because of people like him making mistakes. And it was proven that the defense's expert was wrong about the, you know, when the search happened. So there you go. That expert is gone. Then we get to the dog bite lady, right? That expert. That expert is basically gone too, because if you listen to her testimony, yeah. So she's gone. The other expert that they brought in, the medical examiner from Cali, the one that retired 20, 30 years ago or something like that, she might be gone too, or she might be back, who knows. But, you know, she's a hired gun. She's being paid to be there, so that's more money that Karen Read's going to have to pay the woman to testify, to bring her up here. That's a lot of money right there for that expert, that hired gun. So we got her, maybe not. And then what else we got? Oh yeah, we got another, you know, the Wolf guy or whatever, you know, Wolfie, whatever his last name is. Another hired gun. Well, this one, the FBI had involved or something, but This is going to be a bad situation too, because they might not bring him in because his wife is involved in the whole Free Karen Read movement. So there's going to be a very big conflict of interest right there if they bring him in. Because now that the prosecution knows about this whole situation, there you go. It's going to be a conflict of interest, or on cross-examination, it's going to be shown as a conflict of interest. But anyways, right now, if you're a Free Karen Read, you didn't win. If you're like, support John O'Keefe, and finding Karen Read guilty, once again, you didn't win either. But getting a second bite out of the apple, you kind of did win something. But if you look at this whole situation, this is not good for Karen Read. The only good thing is it's kept her out of jail for longer now, because she would have been handcuffed and taken away today. But this is not good for Karen Read. Her high-profile attorneys, there's no guarantee that they're going to be back for a second bite at this apple. She might have to actually find a whole new defense team, which is not going to be good. Because, shit. Like, she had the dream team for this trial and couldn't get a win. So, depending on what she has for money to be able to afford another, legal defense, she may not have attorneys up to par as she did in this case. And that's a shame for Karen Read, I do believe that she's guilty, but I do believe that she should be able to have the best defense possible. But yeah, the defense, it might be a new team. The prosecution already knows what they're going to do. And honestly, I think the prosecution might be calling her father as a witness. And maybe the reporter who actually, did the interview where she actually admits that she hit him, or she said she hit him. I think it was stupid that that the prosecution did not bring in the father, her father, because there's no, what the hell is it, privilege between mother and father and daughter. But yeah, and also he gave an interview where he admitted that she said that she hit something to the news. But yeah, it was stupid that the prosecution didn't bring him in, or any of the interviewers, reporters that she talked to. Real stupid, but whatever. But yeah, I have a feeling that those are coming in on the second trial. And if you look at Karen Read, how she was looking, she was not happy. She's worried. She is really worried. She was worried when the jury was out for as long as they were. And she's worried now that she's being retried. Who knows? Maybe she'll still have that one attorney that you got a video of her, her and him, goofing around, which looked like it was very intimate. Maybe she'll get him because, payment does work in more ways than one. And honestly, if I was the district attorney's office, fuck it. I would call Turtle Boy. I would call Turtle Boy as a witness and have him testify to the contact that he had with Karen Read. And also, his witness intimidation charges. Because, during his trial, they can't do this, but as a witness in her trial, they actually can bring those charges in and cross-examine him on those and his interactions with Karen Read. And also of all the stuff that he's done with the witnesses in the case. That right there, I think, would actually turn a jury completely against Karen Read. I don't know, there's a lot of things that can happen, and this case is already a circus, so you might as well bring in the circus leader, which is Turtle Boy. Let him testify, let him have his day in court, let him have fun, because honestly, him being on the stand would be fun for him. He would enjoy the hell out of that. He would enjoy being cross-examined, he would enjoy being examined. And I think that once you put him on the stand, he will talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, and Yeah, because, and if he doesn't, well, you have all of his text messages and all of his communications and everything else. Dude, it's going to be one hell of a retrial if they actually do it the way that I would do it, which would be to embrace the circus, have fun. But at the same time, definitely go with the evidence. No matter what, at the end of the day, you might get a free Karen Read supporter on the trial, like on the jury. If it happens, you'll get maybe another acquittal. But, you know, those are risks you take. But also, whatever jury members there are out there, they need to really scrub through all of their social media and everything else and groups that they belong to in order to, you know, verify or hope that they don't get a free Karen Read supporter. Or hell, even a, you know, supporter of the state in this case. You know, you need impartial jurors no matter what. You know, and when it comes to Turtle Boy too, right now they got the verdict in, and he already knows he already knows the careers, the employment of members of the jury. How the hell does he know this? How does he know that one's a former police officer, one's a lawyer, one's an engineer? How did he get this information? This is not public information right now. How did he get it? He could have only got it from the prosecution, which you know he didn't do, the court, which you know didn't happen, or the defense. And he's been very cozy with defense, and you know whatever the defense has on these jurors, they gave to Turtle Boy, and that should be looked into also. And I'm figuring that there should be charges against Karen Read's defense and Turtle Boy, and maybe Karen Read, if it comes out that she was involved with feeding him information on the jurors, because that's a major situation. Okay, well, as you're aware, Karen Read, it was a hung jury, and it's going to be retried. So, stay tuned, have fun, and it's a beautiful day, so hopefully, if you're watching this, go out and enjoy the rest of it. Okay, bye.